Hi, I'm Ed Winchester.
Hello, and I hope you're all doing well. I have to thank all of you, actually. Let's start this video off that way. I have to thank all of you because I recently did well, it's about a month ago whenever this is going to come out, but I recently did a reaction. It was a QI reaction, but it was Henning Wehn. Wehn? It's either Wehn or Wehn. There seems to be a little bit of disagreement on whether either one is the correct way to do it. But you guys were really trying to help me out with the pronunciation of his last name. So this guy is a German fella, and he's also been one of the people outside of the United Kingdom that has been taken in / captured by you guys, and you won't let him go. So bravo, you captured another one. But I see why. You guys picked the good ones. You really do. So yeah, I also have to thank you for reminding me that I need to do some more Would I Lie to You reactions. It's been a couple months now, and sometimes these things slip by. I think maybe it's because I put more of my focus on the QI reactions lately. But Would I Lie to You is still, those are probably my two favorite panel shows for sure. Is QI and Would I Lie to You. So it's been a while. And a lot of comments in that last video said, Henning Wehn. I'm going to say Wehn. So Henning Wehn was great on Would I Lie to You, and I don't think I've seen him on Would I Lie to You. Maybe he was in a clip or two. I just didn't know who he was, but I don't think he's been the focus of a Would I Lie to You video that I've reacted to yet. So here we are. Let's correct that mistake, because he was really funny on that QI bit that I saw. So it's Henning Wehn, and he was arrested for illegally entering a country. Let's see. But remember to like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want. And thank you for putting me on to this guy. So let's get it. Here we go.
I was once arrested by border guards for illegally entering another country.
The accent's tough to get around because I can't tell. I can't tell if he's lying, man. This is one of the really hard ones right off the bat, because I like to guess at the beginning. I have no idea. It could go either way. I'm gonna say no. I don't think he was. I think he seems too nice. Although I've only seen him in one video so far, so I don't fucking know. Let's see.
David's team. What do you think? Which country?
It was in the mid-90s.
That's not a country.
No. And it was in Eastern Europe, so they changed names very quickly. So I'm not sure. It was either Czech Republic or Czechoslovakia. I don't know which.
What stage of its dissolution it was at. Yeah. And what was the problem?
I didn't have my passport.
Right.
Where had you left your passport?
At home.
Who were you with?
Oh, it's what's her name? I forget her name. She's great though.
Were you on your own, or
no? I was with a friend from back home, Pete.
Friend in the pit?
No, with a person called Pete.
Is that his real name? Or is that a nickname?
Pete.
Oh, Pete.
No, P-I-T.
Oh, Pete.
Oh, is that Pete? He's called Pete.
Like Brad Pitt, but
Yeah.
Pitt is his first name.
Otherwise, I would say Pete.
Yeah.
We were traveling on something that was called Schönes Wochenend-Ticket. And
That's German for National Express.
now, what it is German for, you can use any train you like, as long as it's a slow train.
We have that system with all of our trains. Okay, so you get off the train at the border.
You do.
Is it at that moment you realise you don't have your passport?
Yes. So we wanted to go into Czechoslovakia. So I didn't have my passport. So the obvious thing to do is don't go across where the border guards are, but go...
I'm sorry. he keeps mentioning Czechoslovakia, and I'm like, it was the one right before Poland. That's my immediate thought. Oh, God.
A mile off into the fields. So the obvious thing to do is don't go across where the border guards are, but go a mile off into the fields and cross there. If then someone wants to see your passport, you say, oh, I must have lost it.
Roughly how far into Czechoslovakia, in whatever form it was, were you?
I was about, give or take, a mile. I see in the distance, I see like two lights, two white lights. They're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then I realize it's a Jeep. And then they're driving towards us.
I'm quite gripped by this story.
The Jeep then just stopped, and then there is 4 people jumping out with automatic rifles and dogs.
Automatic dogs.
What sort of dogs were they?
I didn't ask for their names, but they were terrifying dogs, probably Alsatians or something.
What happened? They're all around you. So
Well, they
what do
all
they say?
jump out with their rifles, don't they? And then saying, or whatever their language is. So, and then we had to gain the Jeep, and then we were driving off into Czechoslovakia, and then we ended up in some woods. One of them jumps out, opens a gate that I didn't even see was there. Then there is some little wooden hut. And was someone in there that spoke German. We got on well with that fella, and our excuse was, they would say, we had no idea that we crossed the border.
Yeah.
So, and then, well, they didn't fully buy it, but they knew there was little point executing us.
Oh, God. Oh. I mean, I wonder when this happened. This must have happened a long time ago, if it's true. I'm still 50-50. Like, my meter hasn't changed in either direction. I don't know.
What happens then?
And now the funny story begins. They said, you'll have to pay a penalty.
Oh, the Germans and penalties.
That
Not
penalty... Then the Czechs drove us back to the German border, handed us over to the German border guards, and then they congratulated us on being the first illegal immigrants from Germany into Czechoslovakia.
Well, there we are. David, what are you and your team?
I really don't know. I would probably... I'm just going to stick with my original answer that it's a lie. I don't know.
Been thinking.
It's the travel card thing. It just seems right.
I think on an emotional level, having spent so long hearing that story, I sort of need it to be true. Yeah. We need something.
We need it to be true because a lot of our life went into that.
So
you're going to say
true? On that emotional level, I think we have to say true.
You're saying it's true. Henning, truth or lie?
Well, that story is actually true.
Okay, got it wrong. Yeah, that one could have gone either way. It's hard to tell with him, man. Because, I mean, most of the stuff that he said in the story, I was like, that could definitely happen. But at the same time, he didn't strike me as the kind of guy who would do that. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm too trusting. So, but there were some funny bits in there, too. So, well played, Henning. Henning, is it Wehn or Vine? Which one? I would say Wehn. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know, because there was no agreement in that last video that I reacted to that he was on. So I don't know. Good story. This has been bothering me ever since he said Czechoslovakia, though. But when did they split apart and become the Slovakia and the Czech Republic? Was it the early 1990s? When did Czechoslovakia split? Czech Republic, Czech Republic and Slovakia on January 1st, 1993. This peaceful separation, sometimes referred to as the Velvet Divorce, occurred after a period of political debate and negotiation following the end of communist rule. So, that was, yeah. Interesting. The dissolution of... There's a whole Wikipedia article on this. The dissolution of Czechoslovakia. My sister dated somebody from the Czech Republic. He was also awesome. I remember him well. Funny guy too. So, all right. Well, we finally got a Would I Lie to You reaction back on the channel here, and I need to check out some more of Mr. Wehn, Henning. So, throw some recommendations down below if you want to see a reaction to him, if you know of a good one. Anyway, I'm getting out of here. Remember to like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want, and I will see you again soon. Have a great day.